Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of The Devil Colony, a Sigma Force novel by James Rollins, narrated by Peter J. Fernandez.
Science is my passion, politics, my duty. Thomas Jefferson in a letter to Harry Innes, 1791. Notes from the historical record. Every schoolchild knows the name of Thomas Jefferson, the architect and scribe of the Declaration of Independence, the man who helped establish a nation out of a scatter of colonies in the New World. Volumes have been written about the man over the past 2 centuries, but of all the founding fathers of America, he remains to this day wrapped in mystery and contradictions. For instance, it was only in 2007 that a coded letter buried in his papers was finally cracked and deciphered. It was sent to Jefferson in 1801 by his colleague at the American Philosophical Society, a colonial-era think tank promoting science and scholarly debate. The group was especially interested in 2 topics: developing unbreakable codes and investigating mysteries surrounding the native tribes who populated the New World. Jefferson was fascinated to the point of fixation on Native American culture and history. At his home in Monticello, he put together a collection of tribal artifacts that was said to rival those held in museums of the day, a collection that mysteriously disappeared after his death. Many of these Indian relics were sent to him by Lewis and Clark during their famed expedition across America. But what many don't know is that Jefferson sent a secret message to Congress in 1803 concerning Lewis and Clark's expedition. It revealed the true hidden purpose behind the journey across the West. In this program, you'll learn that purpose. For there is a secret history to the founding of America of which only a few have knowledge. It has nothing to do with Freemasons, Knights Templar, or crackpot theories. In fact, a clue hangs boldly in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol. Within that noble hall hangs the famous painting by John Turnbull, Declaration of Independence, a work overseen by Jefferson. It depicts each man who signed that famous document, but what few ever note is that Turnbull painted 5 extra men into that painting, men who never signed the Declaration of Independence. Why? And who were they? For answers, keep listening. Note from the scientific record. In this new millennium, the next big leap in scientific research and industry can be summarized in one word: nanotechnology. In a nutshell, it means manufacturing at the atomic level, at a level of 1/1,000,000th of a meter. To picture something so small, look at the period at the end of this sentence. Scientists at nanotech.org have succeeded in building test tubes so tiny that 300 billion of them would fit within that one period. And that nanotechnology industry is exploding. It is estimated that this year alone, $70 billion worth of nanotech products will be sold in the United States. Nano goods are found everywhere: toothpaste, sunscreen, cake icing, teething rings, running socks, cosmetics, medicines, even Olympic bobsleds. Currently, close to 10,000 products contain nanoparticles. What's the downside of such a growth industry? These nanoparticles can cause illness, even death. UCLA scientists have found that nanotitanium oxide, found in children's sunscreens and many other products, can trigger damage to animals at the genetic level. Carbon nanotubes found in thousands of everyday products, including children's safety helmets, have been shown to accumulate in the lungs and brains of rats. Also, weird and unexpected things happen at this small level. Take aluminum foil. It's harmless enough and convenient for wrapping up leftovers, but break it down into nanoparticles, and it becomes explosive. It's a new and wild frontier. There is presently no requirement for the labeling of nanogoods, no required safety studies of products containing nanoparticles. But there's an even darker side to this industry. This technology has a history that goes back further than the 20th century, much further. To find out where this all began, and to discover the dark roots of this new science, keep listening. Autumn, 1779. Kentucky Territory.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?